Moving on to the continuous political drama that is taking place in Karnataka after the rebel MLAs met the speaker in Bangalore. They have now returned to the hotel in Mumbai. The Karnataka Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy, in a surprise move, has asked for a confidence motion to prove his confidence, to prove his majority of his government on the floor of the State Assembly. Now, this has surprised everyone because the assumption was, with the number of resignations that have been submitted, that he doesn't have the numbers to continue in office. The Chief Minister exuded confidence that a majority of his government is intact and he has the numbers, and the situation now has forced him to take action. Now, the Chief Minister's comments come minutes after the Supreme Court gave the Speaker time to decide on the resignations till the next hearing on Tuesday, and ordered the government to maintain status quo in the state. Now, this has interestingly sent the BJP into a huddle right now, because now they're worried if some of their MLAs are being poached by the Congress. So the BJP has rounded up all of its MLAs and sent them to a resort in Bangalore, while the Congress has rounded up the remaining MLAs right now, taken them to a resort. But one thing is for sure, the people who will benefit are the ones who own resorts in Bangalore. But let me just bring in my colleague Meenakshi, who will give us first an update of what happened in Supreme Court today. Remember, there were two pleas before the Supreme Court. One of the resigning MLAs who wanted their resignations to be accepted by the Speaker, and secondly of the Speaker himself who wanted more time. Meenakshi, how did matters settle finally at the Supreme Court?
Well, Faye, that's a big question. The Supreme Court has ordered for status quo to be maintained till Tuesday, which means that the Speaker is not supposed to be taking any decisions on the disqualification aspect of these MLAs. Neither will he be required to take any decisions on the resignation aspect. So in this backdrop, what H.D. Kumaraswamy said, which now again cryptically has been endorsed by former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah as well, assumes a lot of importance because clearly there is some amount of perhaps posturing also that is going on. But for the Supreme Court, the important issues today that mattered were as follows. Abhishek Manu Singh wanted for the Supreme Court to adjudicate on the aspect of the disqualification of these MLAs, the manner in which they have chosen to part ways. He said that the defection law would be attracted, and the Speaker is required to adjudicate on the issue of the disqualification first before he goes on to tackle the issue of resignation. Now, that law point found resonance with the Honorable Chief Justice of India's bench, because of which status quo has been ordered to be maintained till Tuesday. So
Yes.
this interim window, the coalition government is looking at it favorably.
All right, Meenakshi, thank you for that update. To just bring our audience up to speed, Mr. Kumaraswamy asked for a permission to actually prove his majority in the session of the House today. Mr. Siddaramaiah seconded that he would like that opportunity as well. Interestingly, Mr. Yediyurappa, who was in the House at the time, walked out of the House and went into his chambers to have an emergency discussion with his group of people on that comment by the Chief Minister, because they hadn't really seen that coming. The BJP MLAs have now all moved to the Ramada Hotel in Bangalore because they're worried about being poached by the Congress. So it's really, matters completely gotten out of hand. Mr. Brijesh Kalapa joining us off the Congress, joining us on the phone line. Mr. Kalapa, good evening and thank you for joining us. Could you tell us exactly what's going on now? Mr. Kumaraswamy seems to have a certain confidence that he has the numbers on the floor, a confidence that nobody understands where it's coming from. Why is he asking for a show of strength right now?
No, he's asking for a show of strength because he's confident. And the BJP, which had been saying that Mr. Kumaraswamy should resign, they should jump at the opportunity and expose Mr. Kumaraswamy, which they felt didn't have the strength, and therefore he had to resign. For the last 1 week, continuously, you've been hearing every BJP MLA of consequence saying Mr. Kumaraswamy should resign, Mr. Kumaraswamy should resign. On what basis were they saying that? They should explain today. If Mr. Kumaraswamy is saying that give me an opportunity to prove my strength, and the leader of opposition who had been saying Mr. Kumaraswamy had lost his strength, I think it's only fair that he should come and participate and show Mr. Kumaraswamy has lost his strength. Now, what's the point of running away and then trying some other tricks? I think the important thing is that everybody realizes today what the BJP's game has been, and the 1,000 crore that has been spent by the BJP, people have largely seen, because when Mr. Shivkumar went to Bombay, then nothing could have been more extraordinarily explicit than that. that the BJP itself was coming in the way and blocking his entry and was making sure that he didn't meet the MLAs and so on and so forth. I think the BJP's role in this has completely been established, completely been exposed. Today the BJP is typically like an emperor with zero clothes, and they have been totally exposed. And today, when they realize that it's the end of the road for them, they are now shrinking away. But again, the problem with the BJP is that in 2-3 months, once they rustle up some more money, they come back with the money to buy our MLAs. So this has been the problem. This is the 7th attempt that they have made against our government, and it's a matter of shame that the BJP is allowed to.
Mr. Kalapa, quick question for you. Quick question for you. The confidence that Mr. Kumaraswamy and Mr. Siddharamaiah seem to have at this point, that they have the numbers. Now, are the numbers going to come from the 10 to 15 MLAs who have resigned? Are they going to take back their resignations? Or is it coming from the other side of the aisle right now?
No, that will be known only when there is a show of strength. That will be known only when there is a show of strength. But till then, I think if the BJP has the basic level of integrity, they should come forward and try to show that Mr. Kumaraswamy has no strength and that he has to resign. And this is exactly what they've been saying for the last 1 week.
Mr. Kalapa, the BJP as of now, from what we understand, is going to move its MLAs to the Ramada Resort Hotel in Bangalore. So obviously they're also worried. The Congress is going to move its MLAs to the Clark's Exotica Conventions Resort in Bangalore. So nobody is at this point comfortable or confident. Everybody is worried that your MLAs are going to be poached. So what's going on really right now? I mean, if you say you have the confidence and you have the numbers, why are you moving your MLAs to a resort?
Because the BJP has an endless supply of money. How does anybody explain how they've been able to buy MLAs in Uttarakhand, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Goa, in Gujarat? Gujarat, repeatedly they come and buy some MLAs and go. So they have very extremely deep pockets which they're employing to buy our MLAs, and not just from now. They've started this trend sometime in 2016.
Yes. Is the Congress attempting to buy out BJP MLAs at this point?
No. See, as far as the Congress party is concerned, Congress party does promise that we are going to give the BJP a bloody nose in exactly the same manner that the BJP is doing, but without buying MLAs. I can assure you that on the sheer strength of either our policies or what we are doing, I think we are able to get MLAs. But we have thus far not done it. But I'm telling you that we are not averse to doing the same thing.
That you're not averse to doing the same thing. Well, I must tell you quite honestly, Mr. Kalapa, if I wasn't so emotionally invested in the future of the state and the city of Bangalore, I would find this amusing, but it's currently quite disheartening at this point. Brijesh Kalapa joining us on the phone line from Bangalore, giving us information on where it stands right now. Very interestingly, surprising everyone, the Chief Minister Kumaraswamy has asked the Speaker for an opportunity to prove his strength in the House at a time when everyone assumed he was about 16 people down because of the 16 resignations that have come to the Speaker. This has completely sent Mr. Yediyurappa of the BJP into a huddle. He's gone back into his chambers trying to figure out where the strength is going to come from and why Kumaraswamy might be calling the bluff at this point. So it's turning into a poker game, but it's obviously going to remain interesting for the next several days. I just want to remind you that the Supreme Court, like Meenakshi was telling us, has given the Speaker time till Tuesday to decide on the resignations that have arrived on his table.